Welcome, Mr. Jain. Thank you so much for being with us today on this episode of What Do Kids Have to Say? My name is Shruthi, and I'm really excited to have you talking with us today. And I think first I wanted to let you know that I think your accomplishments are truly very amazing. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your history and how you started, because I think it's important for people to know that you started from very humble beginnings. And I was just hoping you could share a little bit of what you've done and how you got here and how it's been unconventional in your opinion.
Yeah. So first of all, Shruti, I want to thank you for hosting me here. And it is just one of the few things in my life I just look forward to talking to young people because you are our future. And I want you to know that many of us today look successful and it looks almost like an overnight success. And almost everyone can tell you that it comes from years, if not decades of hard work and multiple times when things just don't quite work out the way you expect them to be. And obviously, as you mentioned, I come from very humble background from India. There are times we didn't have a food to eat, we didn't have a place to stay, but to me it didn't matter. I came to this country with absolutely nothing. And I think one of the interesting thing is that when people are listening to this conversation, they say, well, that's not me. That just, I can't get there. Those were different times. It's about who you really know that brings us success in life. What I'm about to tell you is it really doesn't matter who you know, because great example is you here have your mentor, Christy. Christy didn't know me. She reached out to me on a social media. That means there is no one who is actually unreachable. So the whole idea of who you know just completely disappears. In fact, who you know doesn't really matter. So if you really want to meet someone, you want to get some advice from someone, or if you want to do business with someone, there are four things that really matter. Not who you know, because you can really know any, you can really get in touch with anyone you want. The second thing is, do they like you? And do they like you is not about do they like you as a person, they like you, your passion, your vision, your North Star, what you stand for. And that's where the like comes from. The third part is even if you know them and they like you, they still won't do business with you unless they trust you. And even if so, the trust comes from the fact that would are you someone that somebody can count on? Even the toughest times, when can they pick up a phone at 2 a.m. and call you because they can count on you? Do they trust you that you would absolutely do your best in what you are about to be doing, right? And the last part is the most important part to remember, that even if you may probably know a lot of people in your class, you may actually have a lot of people that you actually like, and there are many people you may even trust, but you don't respect them. And that is the last part, is until you someone respects you for what you are, who you are, and they respect that you're going to get the job done, they won't do business, right? So my point is, and those are the really the thing that matters in life, is to be able to develop a respect for what you stand for. Build so much of integrity that people will absolutely trust you and stand for something in life. Find out what is it that you stand for, you're willing to die for. You're going to give the last drop of your blood to make it happen. And those are exactly the kind of things that will make you successful.
Those are really words that resonate with me a lot. And I think elements of what you said is something I was talking to Christy about earlier about the whole connection thing. I was talking about how, a lot of people took a chance on me. I mean, I was just this 15 or 16-year-old wanting to get into research in microbiology or just work on my like launching my organization. And there's so many people who just took a chance on me and believed in my ideas. And I'll be forever grateful to them. So